I can give you 1,000.
It has the first kiss between two men in the show.
There's a deaf sign language using character.
It's a show that's made with so much love, and that's really fun.
Hey guys, Raivuns here. So the Witcher Blood Origin show on Netflix is probably one of the worst disasters ever for the streaming service. Netflix spent so much money on that show, and barely anyone watched it. And those that did watch it hate it. And everybody hates it. Critics and audiences agree that this show is garbage. It only exists for Netflix to be able to push identity politics, to push their political agendas down our throats once again, because that show is not an accurate adaptation of the Witcher novels, and it's not accurate to the lore of The Witcher. It completely disrespects everything that was great about Witcher, everything that I loved about the franchise, and I'm a big Witcher fan. The Witcher 3 is my favorite video game of all time. But this show is just painful to watch as a Witcher fan, caring about this franchise and those characters, and then watch the whole universe you love so much be butchered like this. Netflix clearly showed that they're not interested in making an accurate adaptation. They're not interested in pleasing the fans. We've got an article here by PCGamer.com saying, Blood Origin shows the Witcher series isn't interested in winning back hardcore fans. The 4-episode prequel diverges even further from the books. Wow, what a great headline. But it's true. I thought that the original Netflix Witcher show with Henry Cavill was already pretty bad. I didn't like season 1. I didn't even bother to watch season 2 because I just didn't like season 1 and didn't think that this was a good adaptation. But a lot of people I trust said that The Witcher season 2 is even worse than season 1. And Blood Origins is easily the worst thing from the Netflix Witcher universe so far. And I'm saying so far because you never know what Netflix pumps out next. Now, spoilers for the first 2 seasons of The Witcher as well as prequel series The Witcher Blood Origins ahead. The second season of Netflix's Witcher series made even more dramatic changes to the original stories than the first. It reinterpreted characters, killed one off, added whole new concept like the idea series blood could be used to make new Witchers, and basically took a free hand to the accepted Witcher lore, which was, to put it mildly, a bit controversial. Vocal fans of the original books now haunt every discussion of the show on the internet to lament this butchering. The prequel series Blood Origin didn't do anything to win them back. It likewise took a hammer to the established canon, making changes to the history of the continent, what we know about where Witchers come from, and the backstory of characters we've met at later points in the saga. Yeah, basically just say it's a catastrophe, okay? It's an all-around disaster. Henry Cavill's departure from the show has become a mythic event of its own. According to this legend, the noble ascended fan tried his best to protect the holy canon of Andrzej Sapkowski's original text, but was defeated and finally driven off by the evil Netflix writers who butchered it because they secretly hate the books, even the showrunner who fought to get the show off the ground in the first place. This version of events relies on a lot of assumptions, like that Cavill's comments about wanting to bring a more book-accurate Geralt to the screen tell the entire story. And yeah, that's basically true. The showrunners do hate the series. They clearly show it. And Henry Cavill seemed like the only person on set who actually cared about the source material, who actually cared about the books. And they fired him. Blood Origin plays an even faster and looser with the lore than the main series. The elves hastily assemble a prototype of the Witcher-making trial of the grasses before the human mages credited with creating Witchers in the books and games. Series Blood is given a new origin, and the backstories of plane-hopping elf Avalach and Eredin, leader of the Wild Hunt, are rewritten. Wow, sounds great, doesn't it? For these sins, Blood Origin has ended up with an audience score of 13% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is even lower than the user rating of Netflix's widely disliked Resident Evil series. And that show was an abomination as well. Complete garbage. Here's the scores of Witcher Blood Origin on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a 32% critic score and a 13% audience score. And that's the worst rated Netflix series ever on Rotten Tomatoes. based on the audience score. The fans and the people hate it. Resident Evil Season 1 is looking a bit better, with a 54% critic score and a 26% audience score. Which is garbage as well, let's be honest. But The Witcher is even worse. The showrunners hated Henry Cavill. They hated him as a person, because they wanted to push wokeness, and he wanted to push accuracy to the source material. And they let him go. Biggest mistake of their lives. Because Henry Cavill has a big and loyal fan base. And even in my opinion, he was the only good thing about Season 1 of The Witcher. He was pretty much the only thing that I liked. And pretty much the only casting that I liked. Everything else was off. But he was good. Now he's gone, and Netflix will lose all the remaining fans of the Witcher franchise that they had left. Because those will be leaving now too. But I'm glad to see Netflix struggling so much, getting such awful reviews, getting so much hate on the internet. That's great to see. Netflix really deserves that. But what's your opinion on The Witcher Blood Origin? Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like the video and please subscribe to the channel. We need to make this channel grow even more to be able to compete in the culture war against this woke nonsense and to be able to win this. This is important, so please make sure to subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.